held the Faniform 2022 right on the lands of University of Mines and Technology. As I told you earlier, it is only UNICLIC that you're going to get the informations about our universities in Ghana. That is why we say bridging the gap, unifying our universities. Yes, guess what? I have with me here the SRC president for the University of Mines and Technology, His Excellency John Baguri, of which we are going to ask him some few questions about the Faniform 2022 week celebration. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, Hanson, good afternoon.
Please, how are you doing?
By the grace of God, I'm good. How about you?
I'm also fine. I welcome you to UNICLIC TV.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so as I have you here with me, we're going to ask you some few questions about the Faniform 2022 week celebration. So let me ask you, we know the theme to be effective student leadership, an essential tool for national development. So I want to know, why is it that you chose this theme to be the theme for the 2022 Faniform week celebration?
All right, Hanson, let me use this opportunity to give you a brief history or background to this SRC week celebration. In fact, when we came to year one, some of our colleagues have endeavored to recraft the name of the UMat, our university, the only university that offers, or that enrolls mining engineering, program. The University of Mines and Technology, some of them understood it to be University of more assignments and torture. For them, their perception that culminated into this is that the UMat has been full of stress. The UMat is some place that we prioritize, academic excellence. So almost every student is on books. But if you are also familiar with our constitution, you realize that it is one of our constitutional duties as SRC to organize SRC week. Unfortunately, for the last 2 years, we've not been able to organize SRC week. So for those in third year, second year, and you first years, this is the first time you are celebrating SRC week. So this comes as a very special SRC week for those who have been in year 1, year 2, year 3. Even year 4, we had the experience of it in 2019. But this year's own stands out, and it is, very massive. See, in our nation, Ghana, the country is moved by political leaders. And if you take a closer look at the political leaders that we have today, you realize that most of them who are doing well were once upon a time student leaders. So what we are saying is that the decision makers are the political class. And if you have them having their roots from student leadership and they do it effectively, then we have a hope for our future. I mean, I don't want to mention some of the political leaders that we have today whose performance or excellence have emanated from, their student days. But what is clear is that when you look at the politicians, those who have been trained from the student front, they are always very unique and wow. So we are saying in our team that if we focus on building very effective student leadership, then the leadership of this country has a future. And once they have a future in leadership, we can develop our nation.
Wow. I think that was, in fact, a nice answer to the question I asked him. So we're going to ask you our second question. We want to know, in fact, the students around, they are all really saying that the Faniform 22 week celebration, it's outstanding. So we want to know what actually went into the preparation.
In fact, the preparation for this week's celebration started about a year ago. For me, coming into office as SRC president, it was one of my topmost priority to have the SRC week, organized. I was very poised that no impediments would be allowed to, frustrate the process. And so we tried as much as possible to assemble the best brains that we have, and more importantly, dedicated individuals to work around the corner to see the programs that we could do effectively within the constraints of our financial, space. And so it is as a result of proper planning and, more importantly, commitment of the individuals who are stakeholders in this week's celebration.
Oh, okay. That's very, very, very nice. So this leads us to our next question. Are you sure the students are really, really enjoying the week?
Oh, Hansen, if for nothing at all, I saw you today in the morning. I saw you when we were going for this, this procession or color walk. In fact, you could see clearly that an institution like UMat, where you yourself, you know the behavior of students towards programs. But just yesterday in the evening, we had an all-night service by SCC. We had CMH organizing, what do they call it? That their night session. Okay. Yes, they didn't close early, but look at the numbers this morning. I mean, it's a clear indication that the students are more enthused about the program and they are enjoying it.
All right. So, myself, I know this Funny Form Week celebration is an astounding week, of which I want to ask: is there any sponsorship behind these things we see?
Unfortunately, we don't have sponsorship. As I said, the planning or preparation started a year ago. In fact, we had written a number of, sponsorship to corporate bodies, thinking that we could get financial assistance or any form of assistance in support of the program. But unfortunately, we didn't get. I don't know whether it is our location. I don't really know, because I am a trained teacher. I trained in Wesley College some 10 years ago. When I enrolled in Wesley College, I became part of the SRC, the General Secretary. About 8 years ago, then, when we were organizing SRC, we had a lot of, sponsors. And Wesley College, we didn't have the numbers like we have, in UMat. Those were the days that the government used to give allowance under the erstwhile administration of Mr. Mahama. We were the last batch. And so they took few people. Those days, Wesley College, our batch, I think we were 300 or so. So the whole college population was about 1,002 or something, or is it 900? But we could get scholarship or sponsorship, sorry. But here in UMat, you apply, you don't get. I don't know what the reason is.
All right, so I want to ask you, as you said, you wrote a lot of sponsorship proposals, but you didn't get any of them. So I want to know, you being the SRC president currently, what are the preparations you've set in place? Because you said you don't know if it's because of our location. What are the preparations you've set in place for the next SRC administration coming to enjoy? Is it that you have set something in place for them of which they are not going to suffer in getting sponsorship for our programs?
Maybe the future SRC will have to leverage with other partners that we work with. I mean, recently, I was in the office of the manager of our bankers, trying to get him understand why, they will have to sponsor us. He was very positive and forthcoming as at that time. But, Charlie, when it got there, So maybe the SRC will have to continue and leverage on, the partnership that they have with other stakeholders and see if something will be forthcoming.
All right. So tonight happens to be the artist night. Yes, of which we've seen our flyers. We having Medikal and Tulinke and some underground artists, of which they are going to perform tonight. We had a chance to talk to one or two students around, and most of the students aren't assured that Medikal and Tulinke are coming, though we have their videos around. So I want to ask you, are you really assuring us that Medikal and Tulinke are coming to the lands of UMat this very night?
From where I sit and from the information available to me, I have no reason to doubt that Medikal and Tulinke are not coming. I have no reason, to doubt. In fact, the doubt did not, start with the students. I mean, the general student body. It even started with Executive Council, especially when we engaged them to look at the preparations that we had put in place to bring them. They thought that it was not feasible. But you have seen the logistics guys, they are almost through, right? Yesterday they were testing their sound. As I speak to you, the program outline is ready. Okay, so see, my colleague students, be assured, we're going to jam.
We're going to jam tonight, Charlie. So I don't know if you are still going to doubt this. The president himself has spoken to us that Medikal and Tulinki, in fact, UMat, we are hosting Medikal and Tulinki this very night. Charlie, don't stay home. Come, let's jam. Mr. President, I want to ask you, I know vividly that UMat isn't only on the lands of Takwa. We have a branch, or let me say a branch at Esikado, that is Takrade. So I want to know, tonight happening to be the artist night, is there any preparations set in place for those on the Esikado campus to come and enjoy tonight's program?
Yeah, we have secured buses to transport our brothers and sisters who find themselves in the SRID to be transported. In fact, as at yesterday, when we concluded on the discussion and negotiation, we had given the drivers 3 p.m. to set off from Takrade. So we are expecting our colleagues to arrive here by 6 p.m. because by 6 p.m., Charlie, you will hear sounds. So we have made arrangements and we expect them.
All right, so I want to know, how is the security for tonight's program going to be? Is it very tight or?
Yes, we've made arrangements with GPS, Ghana Police Service. We've also made arrangements with our internal security to ensure that people who come there, they are safe. And we also have our properties on campus, protected. So people should feel free and come and enjoy themselves. But again, in as much as we have provided security, we expect individuals also to be responsible and, take their personal security very important. Don't say that because we have provided security, you are coming and you leave your mobile phone at your back pocket, or you come and because you think you have the latest iPhone, you will be showing it, holding it. So yes, we have made arrangements, but we expect that individuals who come there will be responsible and they will take care of their personal security. There is no doubt that people from outside the university will be coming, and you may not know who is coming. You may have some unscrupulous individuals also, joining. Yes, we know that and we have made those arrangements. But please, let us also be on the watch out for a possibility of such individuals and take care of ourselves and our personal belongings that we are bringing.
All right, lovely viewers, I would like us to go for a quick commercial break. We will be back and we still continue with the conversation with the president of University of Mines and Technology. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's still UniClick TV. We say bridging the gap, unifying our universities. I still have the president for the University of Mines and Technology with me, of which we've started our conversation shortly or some time ago. We are still continuing with the conversation, so don't go anywhere because we have a lot of questions to ask him. Welcome back, Mr. President.
Thank you, Hanson.
All right, so I want to know, are you assuring the student, or what should the student expect from the SRC?
In terms of
tonight's program?
The students already are seeing the signs, the signals. In fact, the wind around us even tells what it is going to happen tonight. When we were returning from the color walk, heading towards the university, along the way, I heard a man, trying to communicate to some of us, the students. He was like, hey, UMat for now, we are drove in the mudi. Moya SRC, we can say massively. To wait, what is the secret, UMat? That this year, you are celebrating SRC week and you are celebrating it in a grand style. It goes beyond the boundaries of UMat to know that tonight is going to be an extraordinary one. I expect tonight's program to be a memorable one. I expect it to be the one that the UMat students enjoy, because I've always said that without the students, there is no SRC. And for SRC, our core responsibility is to always stand with, the students, so far as it does not contravene any rule in this university and it does not contravene the law of Ghana. So the students should be assured that we are with them, and we will do what they want legitimately. They should expect the best.
All right, you should expect the best. I know the president have a lot of duties to perform for tonight's program to be a memorable one, as he said. So we're going to take his last words and we leave him to attend to those duties. President, let me take your last words.
So, dear brothers and sisters, UMat students, as I mentioned earlier on, I am today SRC president because we have students. If the University of Mines and Technology do not have students, then we don't have SRC president and my office wouldn't exist. So have the assurances that so long as you always stand at the side of the laws of the university and at the side of the laws of Ghana, the SRC that I have the opportunity to lead today will always stand with you. In that, I am also appealing with you to give the SRC your best support so that we can always help you out at all times. We there for you 24/7.
We there for you 24/7. Yes, that was a quick conversation with His Excellency John Baguri. Yes, the SRC president for the University of Mines and Technology. Don't forget, it's still UniClick TV, bridging the gap, unifying our universities. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment, because we've got you the latest informations about our universities. Don't go anywhere. We're still giving you tonight's live coverage on UniClick TV on YouTube and also UniClick TV on Instagram. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Bye bye. See you later.